Money, money, money. Not my favorite topic in the world, but I don't know what it is. The last couple days, something has shifted in me that it's calling to me to talk about this. And I know it's a part of the shared collective right now. The exchange of money and currency with the new energy, the new vibration, this new consciousness, everything we're experiencing. And the psychics, the card readers, the intuitives, we're all just kind of buzzing about it right now. There's something that's causing it to move in a new direction. And I don't know what it is. This is the first time in my life that I've actually felt that it could be real. That somehow we're not even sure what the currency would look like or how it's going to change hands, but I feel this real pivot, this way in which that on a global scale, it's going to start getting into the hands of the people that have integrity. And like I said, money is not my favorite subject. I quite frankly would rather see it burn in hell because I know that we are innovative to cultivate a beautiful world through our own hands and an exchange of our own attributes and gifts. But, we have to I want to use this video almost like a mantra to myself and a mantra with you, that if we can really manifest this thing into being, this huge transfer, if we can really empower ourselves to think about it in a new way and get right with the idea of money as energy and what it can be used for, I think the potential's huge. Because together, we can, right? Together, that just amplifies that vibration even, stronger than it's ever been. But a big part of what I wanted to talk about in that, as for also with myself, is how we feel about money. What is it to you? Because I don't think anything coming forward anymore is going to have to do with that selfish greed, self-righteousness, and buying the big house and the cars, and it has nothing to do with that anymore. If $10 million drops into my bank account tomorrow, I have no self-worth in that. I'm not interested in it for any personal gain. I have my own ideas, my own creative pursuits. I believe in getting everyone liberated right now to be free, to be who they are. I just think there's so many brilliant minds right now that have the greatest opportunity that we've ever seen in our lifetime to think big and to get strong in their faith of those ideas and push them forward. And the funding is going to be there. I'm really just starting to believe that. And, I hope I'm right. I'm no money mongrel, but, Warren Buffett's not talking about it because here we are, out there in space dreaming big. But, whatever vocation you have, wherever you're coming from, we're all here like stars that landed on this plane of existence, like little ideas in pockets all over the world. And whatever you do, you're a part of that. I see a future where education is liberated and there's more free choice. And if you're a teacher, you're going to know how to cultivate those children based outside of a curriculum that's pre-programmed. It's going to be yours. I see holistic health replacing so much of the pharmaceutical industry, and people are going to be learning more about how to be healthy and clear of ailments because they're going to know how to do it for themselves. I see religious institutions falling away. I see more healing centers and temples because people are going to know how to connect with their own light. They're not going to need an outside source to tell them how to do it. It's almost like we're mediators for a certain amount of time to help you learn how to do that. But eventually, in an evolved state of consciousness where I think we're all going, we're all going to be this light. And we're all going to have these ideas because we're all unified. We're all that part and parcel to God. And there doesn't need to necessarily be a channel anymore. I don't see a need for a military anymore because we're going to know how to govern ourselves. There's so much floating around right now. And whoever you are out there and you have a great idea, somehow I believe the funding is going to be there. And I hope it's sooner than later so we can all get out and do what the hell we really want to do. And we're going to do it anyway. We're fighters, we're warriors. I go to work every day and then I come home and I do this. And I create and I just keep on pushing forward. If I have to live 2 lives for a while, I will. But if the funding comes through, Bubby, we're going to... This world's going to change overnight. It's like everybody's just going to be jumping out of the closet, just lighting this world up. So I can't give you a timeline. Maybe no one will even see this. But I do believe that we're all feeling this. And if we can get right with money now and we can think about what it would mean to us, how could we give it back to this world in need? How can we help shape the future and build a new earth? Could we handle that? Could we do that with integrity? Or are we going to turn back on the old paradigm, the old way of thinking? It'll be like Atlantis all over again, because we all know that we're right on the verge of something big. And I don't think it's going to go down in flames at all. I think there is an enormous amount of change coming our way. So just my thoughts on it. Nothing special. Just out for a walk in the community. Let's keep bringing this forward together, believing that it can happen, and manifesting some of the greatest change we've ever seen. Love you all. Love and light. And tomorrow is today. Take care.